Yo guys, what's good? Just out for my morning stretches. So I got a couple of recommendations, or like requests of a video, just displaying like how I get my accuracy and what I've done to improve. Because this is still only a little under my first year of playing, so I still probably consider that quite good. But for now, essentially, there's a couple things to note. So the way you hold the controllers, I think, makes a lot of difference. I was gonna say that now, a lot of difference. So the way I hold the controllers is a bit different to the default grip. So the default grip is essentially the default grip. You just hold it in the right way and you swing. But what I've found is that when you swing up and down, it's shaky. So you see like a sort of figure of 8. That's what it does when it does that, and then it like curves off. It's really weird. But then when you go side is not too bad though. Side with the default grip isn't too bad, but it's still quite shaky. Now, if I went to my 4-claw grip, I don't know why it works, but it just does, and if I was standing up it would be better. But it's just more of a straight line when you hit the block. So if I was trying to imagine that block, I'd be hitting it right around here, and it's more consistent that way. Now, side angles are really a lot better as well, because you can see that it's like a smooth trajectory, and it does shake depending on how fast or slow the song is, but it's more about just knowing what to do with your hand and when. So I recommend slower songs to use the hilt of the blade, so that's this bit, and use small notes, just so you can get used to getting familiar with smaller blocks, so when it becomes bigger you'll think, oh, this is easy, yeah? And it also helps with accuracy. That's also another thing I've noted. You'll see in a future video. Always try and play the songs that you're also bad at. When I was on the original game, I just kind of shied away from doing faster songs, but I really needed it in the end, and I've started to get it now. I'm still not there yet, but I'm getting there. Unlucky Morpheus, this is a really good song. I love this one. Definitely give it a try, because it's really hard and very stamina inducing, so it's good for stamina maps. And if there's another one, try Finger Dash, because Finger Dash is good for sliders. If you want to improve on those, it's basically just going up like this in a line and kind of moving with it, but slower, so you can hit them more accurately. Ghost, obviously, because it's really fast and you have to go like that, so it's more about using your wrist. That's what I've been practicing. Try Magnetism if it lets me. Magnetism's definitely act heavy. Faster song. Choosing far or further is good. If it's like a mid-speed, sort of use default or further. I think the only one I don't recommend like the most is probably closer, because closer, like you can just use close if it's that close, to be honest. So I've used close, default, further, or far, and that's helped a lot with what I'm doing. And always change the offset depending on the song, because you don't know if you'd get better at with closer or close, depending on far. So yeah, always experiment with what you need. You can also tell by this one right here about the how fast it is. This is 7, and that also gives you a little bit of an indication of where your accuracy might be if you've kept track of that so far. 8, so it's definitely fast. This is another fast one.
Hello. Oh, this is my favorite song.
There you go. So yeah, just kind of experiment with all sorts of things. Now settings, the settings don't particularly matter as long as you've got the ones that are suited for your kind of grip. So if you're looking for the grip that I've done, and you've come onto this video because of the grip I'm using just a 4-claw grip. I'll show this on the screen right now, and the way I hold it, and essentially just do that, use that grip, and try these general practices that I do at home. Now just stand in the center and move your arms like this, and just kind of get a feel, kind of outstretched, and move it down like that, so you can get the timing, even though tracking's horrendous, so you can get the timing of when both of them are supposed to hit downwards, and do the same with the sides. It's just kind of like a little practice every day to get used to, so you know when to hit. And experience, all it really is just knowing the timings a little better and constantly improving on those timings. Oh, this is another thing. If you've got dim or somewhat like crappy lights on your sabers, they're not going to help you. Bright, flashy lights help a lot. And make sure that they're not too synced with the background lights, so you can distinguish what colour's what. That's another tip I've got. I can show you a song. I use default. This is a song for default, by the way, because it's like mid-speedish. And it's got a little couple of jumps really. See, 94. That's a 94 for the standard grip. And now if I use my 4-fingered claw grip, do you see how much more controlled it is already? Although that was tracking, so that was fast. So that was, before I missed, it was a 96.1 or 2, and that's all the difference it makes, you know? Like, that is unbelievably much higher and much better. So if you can try it out, I highly recommend it, and keep at it. And just do things that you feel are more comfortable for you, rather than me, because we're all different and we've all got our own set of skills. I've seen people who use the standard grip and they're really good at the game. So don't hold everything I say into account, because it's not always right. But there isn't really a right or wrong answer in this game. You just need to practice it, and practice what you think is best for you. And that's what gets you to the top, so, of your field anyway. And it, like, also set goals. That's another thing. Set goals, and like, you know, like if you wanted to beat a song, or if you wanted to get a higher accuracy on that song, or if you wanted to get #1 or get on the leaderboards, just set a goal and keep climbing that goal. So once you've done it, come back to, like, this is another thing I do. Come back to certain songs when you've done them. So give it about, what, another 2 weeks or something, come back to that song and see if you've improved on that song. And if you thought that song, that score that you had before was really, really good, and you just beat it, well, that just proves how much you've improved and how much you're able to improve, and that should give you a little bit more confidence in the future to do more of that. Where is my saber going? So yeah, just constant effort, constant practice, and yes, it does take a time to get used to these things, but that all happens at a steady pace. And don't always compare yourself. So compare yourself to a certain degree to improve, but don't compare yourself to the point where you're sad all the time and you're just kind of moping around because, like, man, I wish I was better than this guy. And it's like, well, they've spent probably double the amount of time as you have. So keep that in mind. We're all different, and it just helps to know that, you know, we're all in this together. It's a community of people, and just respect their efforts, really, you know. And just keep doing them. Obviously, practice mode, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen plenty of people explain about practice mode already. Especially on faster songs, it helps to get the motions. It's not really about the speed. I don't think it's about the speed. I think it's about getting the patterns down, and then when you get to the right speed, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is fine. So don't do it because of the speed. Do it because of the patterns and you trying to get used to them. So in other words, tech helps a lot with them. And overall, just enjoy yourself. Try any song you want. It doesn't matter if it's on, you know, a PP play for Score Saber, or, you know, it's not like, it doesn't matter if it's ranked or not. Just do a song that you really like doing and enjoy. And if someone's beating you on that song, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you've tried it and you've done the best you can, that's all I can ask of you, and all you can ask of yourself. So keep at it, keep trying, and you'll get there. And I set myself a goal, and you'll see later that I was able to achieve it, even though I thought I'm never going to be able to do this, you know. So it's in the mindset. Just keep your mindset going and try out everything. I prefer my trail to always be up higher, so if that's something that helps you, it always helps to have better trail. I like trail anyway. I don't know why I don't like having less trail than more trail, because it just doesn't feel natural for a saber. It feels like it needs to be more clean, you know, like these. I don't even know what these are. These are like some sort of stick, but yeah, cool. So I hope this helped. I'm not too sure if you need any other help on it. So if you do, just message me in the comments. I can show you, if you really want this information, the settings I use. I use a higher Y offset for the room, so I'm a bit taller than smaller, yeah. It definitely helps me. I don't like sinking into the floor. I've tried it. Trust me, by now I've tried a lot of things, and these are just my positions. So yeah, I mean, they are more for my grip, so just try them. I did at one point stick to just having everything on 0. It helped for a certain amount of time, but then I realized I was limited on what I could do. So that's another thing. Just keep adjusting, keep readjusting, keep changing, and never settle. That's another thing. Just never settle on what you need to do. Because once you settle down into the same things, or the same offsets, or the same ideas, then that's when you start to think, oh, can I get any higher? Or is it possible for me to get any higher? Because you will always improve, but you'll improve less if you keep to the same things. So always change it up, and yeah, this is all I wanted to say for now. Keep beat sabering, it's not really a word, but yeah, slash them blocks.